Hey, how's it going? It's Greg with the Garden of Eden. I'm here with my buddy Josh from Mimic Nature. Make sure you go follow this channel, check him out because he's going through a drastic life change. And before he does that, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come by, check out the house, all of his aquariums, because you've been one of my best students watching the channel. He knows his homework. He's got to have at least 10 tanks per year, and you've exceeded my expectations. I think he's up to 50 aquariums at your peak. He's dwindled down just a little bit. He's been playing Santa in the middle of summer and giving out aquariums. So I'm going to bring you through a tour of what's left, show you a great opportunity at the end because he's going to give away an entire shrimp rack for free. Let's check it out, and I got some questions for you. So let's get started. All right, to start off, we have the first two tanks on the left. We got some pearl grommies. Josh had to feed them to bring them on out. The second tank is home to some longfin albino bristlenose, and also some really nice red silverado guppies, some red cherries, and tangerine tigers. Then we got a rack with 5 10-gallon tanks. The bottom tank is home to some blue diamonds. The second tank is housing some of our yellow 24-karat Neocaridina line. The third tank is fire red cherries with some really nice river stone, river pebble work. Then we got a tank of some least killies. And then the top tank is home to some black Moscow guppies. And then at the very top, we've got an Alita pump that powers the entire room. Then throughout the house, there's a lot of nice plants. If you follow the pothos, this one goes into a 36-gallon bow front aquarium with some longfin danios and a ton of frogbit and guppy grass. And then we've got a tank of some rainbow shiners. And then on to the other portion of the living room that also has tanks. He's got a nice little honey grommy setup. He's got some breeder nets in the tank, and he moves the fry into different breeder nets so that way they don't predate on one another and he can raise out the young. And then we've got a tank of some black tiger orange eye. Then we got a tank with a large Amazon sword with a colony of orange Venezuelan cory. I really enjoyed the decorations throughout the house, including this design for the rack, another rack with 4 more 20-gallon longs. The top tank had a bunch of Java fern and Java moss. I say had because, well, Josh was nice enough to let us come home with this, and underneath was a massive amount of tangerine tigers. Like, this video doesn't even show the sure amount of how many was in this tank. The next tank had a lot of nice boost and moss with this snow white crystal colony. Then we had a tank covered in a thick layer of frogbit with some neon tetras. And then the bottom tank was full of guppy grass. This was his quarantine and hospital tank. Then in the hallway, he had a tank with some nice panfish. Not sure if these were bluegill, sunfish, hybridized. It's really hard to tell at this size, but he was growing out a ton of Valsinaria. And then just follow the pothos to the breeding tank of Gardner Achilles. I knew Shelby was going to react to these, and we just had to take some home too. And then we've got some Sam Scales artwork on the wall, and then the giveaway rack. This is it. The first tank is for some blue bolts, and it's chock block full of guppy grass. Then we've got some Red Galaxy Pintos from Shelby's line and a ton of Java Moss. Then we've got some fancy black tigers, I believe were donated from Jacob Waters at the American Shrimp Contest. Josh was nice enough to help us out back in Daytona, and for helping out, he got to bring these home. Then we got Shelby's favorites, the orange-eyed red devils and some Java Moss. Then we got a tank of some minnows. These can go with the rack, or Josh can find a home for these as well. And then we got a cull tank. There's just a smorgasbord of different shrimp in this one. Then we got some orange-eyed yellow King Kong and a ton of floaters. And then this tank is one of Josh's most expensive failures. He had spent over $500 to get some boas, and he just wasn't able to get those going. So, you know, everybody has some success and failures all at the same time. Thank you, Josh, for sharing this one with us. Then we got some cheetahs with some Java Moss. And then we got some panfish. He's really just using these fish to keep the tank cycled. And then he's got some tangerine tigers in this tank. And then we got some orange-eyed blue tigers with a lot of floaters. I gotta move some of these so we can get a nice top-down view. And then we got some trash pandas, some raccoon tigers. More panfish for the cycle. And then we've got one of Josh's crossbreeding projects. These are orange-eyed yellow King Kongs crossed with black fancy tigers, and then crossed back with orange-eyed red devils. So I would really like to keep this project going for Josh. I'm gonna get some of these shrimp here going for him soon. And then we got some plants with Cladophora. Whoever wins this tank, I would love to coach you through to get rid of this, but that's a different video. And then we've got more minnows and more minnows with some Gambusia. Really just the point of the fish in the tanks is just to keep the tank cycled, but that's gonna do it for this rack. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. However, I just wanted to point out the rack as a whole. This right here is what Josh is giving away. All you have to do is drive down to Macon, Georgia. You'll get the lights, the air system, the tanks, the filters, and more. Some of the shrimp are already claimed for. Some of the shrimp have already been claimed. However, the fish, whatever plants are left behind, you can take it all, and it'll be an immediate setup to get started on your own shrimp breeding adventures. Josh, I hate to see you leave, but this is a great opportunity for someone. Thank you so much for the tour. Thank you for the giveaway. Thank you for being one of our biggest supporters. You've helped us out immensely. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, man. I hate to see you go, but I know this isn't goodbye. I know you'll be around, and if our paths ever link up on the road, you damn better make sure you find the best ice cream spot for us to meet up with. That'll be all. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Love you guys.